let's acquaint ourselves with the Cowboys and why they're going to lose to the 49ers this week. Dad.
Iggy, I really feel that not only do I feel the Niners will beat them, the Niners are really good, but I feel the Niners will kill them. So you're better at this than I am, but let me just give a few reasons off the top of my head. Dallas lost to Arizona.
Yep.
I mean, come on. You say, on any given Sunday. It shouldn't have been on that given Sunday.
Yeah.
Another thing.
On no given Sunday would the Cardinals beat the Niners.
On no given Sunday. And they beat those other guys.
For Stunken.
I feel Dak Prescott is an incredibly overrated quarterback. I
agree.
do. They always say he's athletic, he's this, is that. He makes a lot of mistakes, and he's not. He wins games, but I don't consider him a big time winner. I don't.
Yeah.
He's like Kirk Cousins. He's not a big time winner.
I would agree.
I don't like the coach. Now, the coach has a 49er background, and he's supposed to be really a quarterback guy and a really good offensive guy. Iggy, I don't see it. I don't see that at all. So I guess those are three reasons off the top of my head that not only will the Niners beat them, I think they're going to murder them.
Ooh. Well, here's what Dallas has going for it. It has a really good defense. Their coordinator is Dan Quinn. He was Kyle Shanahan's head coach. Yep. Every time Dan Quinn has faced Kyle Shanahan since they split up, Dan Quinn's done really well. Also, he has a lot of talent. They got this guy, Micah Parsons, probably the best pass rusher in the league, probably better than Bosa. They also, as a team, I mean, they have the second most sacks in the league at 14, and they're holding quarterbacks to an average pass rating of 55. So passing on this team is really, really, really tough. The Niners don't have the best offensive line. It's a tough matchup for the Niners. But the Cowboys are giving up 4.6 yards per carry, which is 27th best out of 32 teams. So the Niners have Christian McCaffrey. Seems like they should be able to run this one to a win. If you can't stop Christian McCaffrey, I don't see how you beat the 49ers. So, yeah, I think the Niners should be able to control the game and win.
I would say, even though the Cowboys have gaudy statistics about pass coverage, Purdy is so precise on the short to medium stuff, and Iggy, he gets it out really fast. He gets the ball out really fast. So I don't mean he'll murder. He in and of himself will murder the Cowboys, but I don't think he'll be as pressured as other quarterbacks have been against them.
Purdy played Dallas in the playoffs last year at home. He was 19 of 29 for 214 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, quarterback rating of 87, which is good considering how good that defense is. The Niners scored 19 points and won. So he should play better his second time around against the Cowboys. He seems to be improving. But still, Iggy, go ahead.
He's better now than he was then.
He is. I want to tell this story real quick. I've told it before. Last time the Niners played the Cowboys in that playoff game, I was sitting next to Patrick Willis in the press box. And the Niners, either they fell behind or their offense wasn't working early in the game. And Patrick Willis turned to me or just said out loud, why aren't the 49ers just taking it to the Cowboys? Like, why aren't they punishing them? Meaning, why are they trying all this fancy stuff on offense? Why don't they just pound the ball? And shortly after that, I think some people on the Niners team said that to Kyle Shanahan, and he started doing that. Sometimes he overthinks things and tries to get not cute, but exotic. I don't think the Niners have to be too exotic in this game. I think they can just win running the ball.
And also, he was exotic because he wants to show Dan Quinn he's better. You got to remember, it's a chess match between the offensive coordinator, Kyle, and the defensive coordinator. They're in each other's thought process. And I think Kyle, and it's a good thing and a not good thing, he has a big ego. And you need a big ego to do what he does. So I think probably he was trying to not only beat the Cowboys, but to outsmart Dan Quinn.
Right. And also think about it this way. He's like, well, Dan Quinn knows what I like to do. He knows my offense. So I got to do something different. And so you come into the game and you're calling all these plays that you wouldn't normally call because Dan Quinn's in your head and your players don't execute these plays as well because it's not your bread and butter, to use a cliche. And all of a sudden, you're not winning, and your players come up to you and say, hey, we're better than this team. Can we just do what we do? Can we stop trying to outsmart them? Can we stop trying to trick them and just line up and beat them? That's what they did in the playoffs. That's what they should be able to do in this game as long as they commit to running the ball, which they've been committed to since McCaffrey got here.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Iggy. I'm saying the Niners will murder them. I'm picking the Niners in every game until they lose, and then I would have to like reevaluate things. Do you feel it'll be a close game or a murder?
I think it'll be a closer game. I think Brock Purdy's a hell of a quarterback, especially when the Niners give him a pocket and time and space to go through his reads and throw. I don't think he's going to get that in this game. He didn't get it last time he faced Dallas. Dallas has the best pass rush in the league, and the Niners don't have the best offensive line. I think he's going to be under a lot of pressure when he does throw, and I think it's going to be more of a modest output from him in the offense. But we've seen Dak Prescott be so bad against the Niners time and time again. This could be a game that the Niners defense wins as opposed to the last one.
A final question about the Cowboys. Who is more important to the Cowboys' success, Dan Quinn or Mike McCarthy?
Dan Quinn.
I agree. I absolutely
Dan
feel
Quinn.
that. Yeah, because they're
And I do
winning
feel
with the defense.
absolutely. And I feel like as long as Mike McCarthy is their head coach, I don't take that team seriously. Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm
He's
with
gonna
you.
be he's gonna outsmart Kyle Shanahan.
Not in a million years, right?
Not in a million years. He seems like the most mediocre quarterback there could be in the NFL.
Uh,
Mike
we're
McCarthy.
talking about McCarthy.
McCarthy. Yeah.
You said you called him a quarterback. You mean a head coach?
Nothing innovative about him. Made his reputation when I was in college, supposedly developing Aaron Rodgers. Who's he developed since then? Did he develop Aaron Rodgers or did Aaron Rodgers develop himself? I mean, was he
Also,
always good?
Jeff Tedford had a lot to do with bringing along Aaron Rodgers, I think.
That's true. That's true. Moonman says, Lowell, ever go to a Niners game again to watch live?
I'll think about it sometime.